Water, the elixir of life, has plenty of purposes. One is to harness power out of it. It produces one of the most clean forms of energy, hydroelectricity. Let's see how.
Hydropower, one of the most cleanest sources of energy, has a technical potential around the world which is much greater than the actual production. The percent of hydropower capacity that has not been developed is still lots in the world. Perhaps 25% of the remaining technically exploitable potential can be developed before 2050, with the bulk of that being in Asia Pacific area. Some countries have highly developed their hydropower potential and have very little room for growth. Switzerland produces 88% of its potential and Mexico 80%. The most conventional source of generating hydropower is by using dams. Dams are large barriers constructed to raise the level of water and control its flow. The water is stored in a reservoir and operators control how much water is fed to the turbines. It also serves as a decanter. Most of the dirt and debris in the water settle at its bottom and away from the intake area. As water is raised to height by the dam, it gains gravitational potential energy. Water from the reservoir is delivered to the turbines through the intake, dam gates, and penstock. A filtering system at the intake called trash rack further cleans up the water to ensure that it is relatively free of suspended solids, which could damage the turbine's blades. The kinetic energy of water is converted into mechanical energy of the turbine. This turbine is connected to an electromagnetic generator which produces electricity when the turbine spins. This is supplied to the city. Some structures also have lower reservoirs at the bottom to pump up the excess water to the higher reservoir to be released when water is in demand. This is referred as pumped storage. The second type of hydroelectricity generation is run of the river. Here, some of the water is diverted to a turbine. This depends on the natural water flow. The energy transferred is renewable as the water evaporates and later falls as rain to be collected in reservoirs and used again.
This excellent source of energy can be of various sizes, ranging from large ones to small ones to micro ones and underground power plants. These underground power plants are generally used at large facilities and makes use of a large natural height difference between two waterways such as a waterfall or mountain lake. Excellent source of energy has a lot of advantages. Hydropower is a flexible source of electricity since stations can be ramped up and down very quickly to adapt to changing energy demands. Also, the major advantage of conventional hydroelectric dams is that these dams do not use fuel and do not produce carbon dioxide. Reservoirs created by hydroelectric schemes often provide facilities for water sports and become tourist attraction themselves. In some countries, aquaculture in reservoirs is common. Also, dams help to prevent flooding in the downstream areas. However, man on earth hasn't yet created an efficient machine. So, these highly useful sources can also be disadvantageous. Large reservoirs associated with traditional hydroelectric power stations result in submersion of extensive areas upstream of the dams, sometimes destroying biologically rich and productive lowland and riverine valley forests, marshland, and grasslands. Damming interrupts the flow of rivers and can harm local ecosystems, and building large dams and reservoirs often involves displacing people and wildlife. In the 2000s, the World Commission on Dams estimated that dams had physically displaced 40 to 80 million people worldwide.
Hydropower holds the largest share of power production in the renewable sources. India is the nation with the fifth largest hydropower production capacity in the world, with its total installed base now standing at over 50 gigawatts, behind Canada, US, Brazil, and China. Hope you guys had a good learn on hydropower. Thank you.